We arrived in Paris for one very short but very sweet day. Liam's family were in town, so we flew over to meet up with them. We ended up arriving very late on the Friday evening, but once we got into Paris, it was just beautiful. I don't know how Paris just seems to turn it on every single night, but it does. It's such a magical city. We were staying in the 11th arrondissement of Paris. So we spent the morning walking around the streets, and then we dropped in for some coffee at Dreaming Man, along with some early morning pastries. We went in for our second round of pastries at Mamiche. I would highly recommend this boulangerie. It was incredible. We then caught the metro so that we could come out and see this spectacular view. I don't know how, but every time the Eiffel Tower is just such a vibe. We walked across the Seine to get a closer vantage point of the Eiffel Tower before heading on to Palais de Tokyo. It was actually so hot on this day that they had to close one of the exhibitions, but the others were still open and absolutely wonderful. Would definitely recommend this gallery, if not for the art, but the space itself. Just pure brutalist concrete everywhere. We then continued our walking tour of Paris. We ended up getting 30,000 steps in. We then walked over to Jardin des Tuileries, where we picked up some food from Carrefour and had a picnic in the gardens. The weather was just superb, and honestly, these green chairs are just so iconic. Liam had a little nap after his lunch, as did I. And then we continued on the walking tour, dropping past the Louvre and Notre Dame. We ended the day with dinner at La Petite Boulane Faramond. It was okay. Big portions, quite affordable. And then we continued walking before finally ending the day with a drink and saying goodbye to the family before we headed back to London.